crisp line. These wings could kill. These wings could kill, but they won't kill because they're peaceful wings. Could kill if they want to. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. Today's video is very exciting because today we are taking it back to basics. Today, I'm going to be giving you an in-depth, beginner-friendly guide to all things winged eyeliner. Winged eyeliner is my favorite step of my makeup routine. It has been since I started doing it in 8th grade. Insert picture here of my very poorly done eyeliner. And then I slowly got a little better. You know, in high school, I started putting it in the right place a little bit. College, I improved a little more. And now here I am as a 25-year-old adult woman, and I feel like I am comfortable to say that I have mastered winged eyeliner. Of course, there's always room to grow. Trends are always changing. Shapes, styles, products used are constantly changing, so I will probably update this as things change, but this is my spring 2020 winged eyeliner beginner friendly, including hooded eyes eyeliner tutorial. So if that sounds like something that is interesting to you and you want to learn how to get really good at winged eyeliner, then I encourage you to subscribe and keep on watching because it's coming at you right now. Alright, so before we can get into the eyeliner, of course we have to talk about the priming situation. What are you laying down as your foundation to make sure that your eyeliner can thrive? And I have two methods that I like to use for priming my eyes. The primer that I've been using for years and years that is so affordable and such a good dupe for the Urban Decay Primer Potion is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. It's only like $4.95 at the drugstore. It's really cheap, really affordable, and it's good product, and I like this a lot because it's very matte. Once it dries down, it's like it won't crease. You know how sometimes you use an eyeshadow primer and then the primer itself creases? Isn't that annoying? I agree. But this one, once it sets down, it's there for the rest of the day. And this will keep your makeup from creasing. It'll keep your makeup from transferring. If you have hooded eyes, you know that can be a huge issue, is having eyeliner transferred to the upper part of your lid here. This one will not do that. My only gripe with this type of a primer when you're practicing winged eyeliner is that it makes it really hard to fix mistakes because of the long wearability, because of how much it dries down. Once you get the eyeliner down there, it's kind of like you got one shot to get it right, and if you don't, you're gonna have to go in with an oil-based makeup remover and take it all off. So for that reason, I haven't been using this as much recently because I've been like experimenting with my eye makeup more, and I don't like to have to start over. I hate having to start over. I would always rather be able to fix a mistake. So what I've been doing lately, instead of using a matte dry down eyeshadow primer, is just going in with a little eyeshadow to set my base. It's definitely not as long wearing as using a matte eyeshadow primer, but I find that just going in with a cream colored eyeshadow, or any eyeshadow that is close to or a little lighter than your skin tone, like this one in my So Jaded palette here, and I just take a fluffy brush and I go into it and I set down my eyelids. But what I want to do first is go in with my finger and make sure if there's any excess oil on my eyelids that I just remove it with my finger, and then I go in and I just set it down. Now you take it out here too. Take it out to where you're gonna put the wing on, because you wanna make sure everywhere the eyeliner is going is primed. What I wouldn't recommend is using a translucent powder, like a face powder. I tried that one time figuring like it must be the same thing, but that was actually a little drying on my eyes. It made my eyes look pretty flaky. So I would recommend, if you are gonna set your eyes with a powder, that you just use an eyeshadow. All right, moving on to eyeliners. I have tried so many different eyeliners over the years. I've tried felt tip, I've tried paintbrush tip, liquid formula, cream formula, pencil formula. I really feel like I've tried it all, and I have to tell you, I know what the best one is, and that is water activated eyeliners. Throw away all your own eyeliners, replace them all with water activated ones, and thank me later, because they're just the easiest to work with, and they're definitely the most hooded eye friendly eyeliners that I have ever used. This one that I'm using today is from a brand called Suva Beauty. Not the biggest fan of the brand, honestly. I got them in an Ipsy bag, and it's a really great product. They are not my favorite brand as far as their social media practices go, so I wouldn't recommend buying from Suva Beauty. They're also not the cheapest. I'm gonna put a list in the description below of a bunch of really good brands that you should support. A lot of indie brands that all make water activated liners. They're all cheaper than this. Most of them you can only get online. That's the unfortunate thing about water activated eyeliners, is that the drugstore has yet to come out with one. Come on, Elf, get on it. I feel like Elf or NYX, even Maybelline, I could see them all making really good water activated liners. I feel like they should hop on that train. But for now, there's only online ones available available, but I'll list them all below for you with all the price points. But what's equally important, if not more important than the water activated eyeliner itself, is the brush. It has a really, really fine tip, and that's what's important because that's gonna give you a ton of precision. It's gonna make it so easy for the eyeliner to just glide right on. If you can't find one of these brushes, this one is also from the brand Suva Beauty. I'm sure Morphe and all of those makeup brush companies make one similar like this. You can also use nail brushes. Rocio Cervantes on Instagram, you should check her out, she's really talented, but she says that she uses nail brushes for her eyeliner, and her eyeliner is always super crisp and super sharp. But if you're unable to get an actual brush like this, like you just can't find it and you need to get one at the drugstore, you could pick up this e.l.f. Precision Liner. It's only $2 and it has a paintbrush tip. It's another thing, if you can't get the water activated liners and you really want to start practicing your eyeliner now, get this, because this comes with a really good paintbrush tip too. This formula is not my favorite just because it dries down kind of quick, but you can layer it up pretty well. So I would say if you're unable to get the water activated liners, that you should start out with this e.l.f. Precision Liner. NYX also makes a precision liner that has a paintbrush tip. I'm telling you, it's all about the brush. The brush is equally as important as the water activated liner because it's gonna give you that precision. It's gonna give you the easiest time at doing your winged eyeliner. Felt tip is not the vibe anymore. Paintbrush tips are the way to go. All right, now that I've spent a ton of time talking about all the products, let's get into the application of the eyeliner. First step that we are going to work on is the actual wing triangle. I don't like to start with just doing the line across the eye because I feel like it's more disconnected that way. I feel like you have to work hard to make the line more attached to the wing when you start with the line. It's just better to start with the wing. Trust me, I have troubleshooted this a million times. So the first thing you're gonna do is take your brush and dip it in a little cup of water, and then we're going to dip that wet brush into the water activated eyeliner to activate the eyeliner with water. So make sure your brush is fully saturated with the product, and then I like to wipe the brush on the dry part. I like to try to flatten the brush onto the product. You want to make sure the product is evenly distributed on the brush. You're just gonna go to where your natural lash line ends, right here. That's a good starting point. And I like to go at a 45-degree angle. I just feel like that's what looks best on me. I feel like it gives me a little bit of lift, but without having the eyeliner just like go straight up. And if you take it out, then it kind of drags your eyes down. It's whatever look you're going for, but I like the 45-degree angle, so I'm just gonna draw that. See how beautiful and glidey that was? It just makes eyeliner so much more stress-free with a paintbrush like this. I hate a felt tip. Felt tip eyeliners are not hooded eye friendly. Paintbrush tips are absolutely hooded eye friendly. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is dip your brush into the water again, and then dip it into the activated eyeliner again, repeating the same step of flattening it out so that you have the most precise tip. And now what I'm going to do is complete my triangle, and I'm going to draw it straight down. If you try to take the triangle right into the wing, you're only setting yourself up for a one try. You know, it's hard to correct once you've already made your full wing. I find it better to just start with the triangle. So what I'm gonna do is draw that down, bringing it only like a quarter of the way into the eye. And then I'm gonna fill in that triangle here. Anytime you feel like you need more product, I recommend adding a little bit of water to your brush first before dipping in for more product, because more often than not, it's just the brush drying out, it's not the actual product drying out, because the product can always be reactivated with water. All right, now moving on to the line part of the eyeliner. I guess these are all lines, you know what I mean, the line that goes in the middle, this part right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start at where my crease ends right here. You see that little line over my eyes, the hood of my eyes, if you will? That's where I'm gonna start the line for my eyeliner. And I am just going to glide till about 2/3 of the way into my eye. I don't like to take the eyeliner all the way down to my inner corner. I just find that it makes my eyes look smaller. And when I stop about 2/3 of the way in and taper out into a very thin line, I just think that's the most flattering on my eye shape. But feel free to take it all the way in if you like, it's up to you. This is a choose your own adventure eyeliner tutorial. Do whatever makes you happy. The wing looks pretty good here, right? It still looks pretty good. I like it a lot, but you can definitely see like this wing is thriving. This wing wants to thrive, she's very close to thriving, but she's not quite there yet. And that's because I need to connect the wing to the line. They may look connected now, but the issue is that when I don't relax my eyes, like when I open them fully, how I talk to a person, this wing starts to disappear a lot more. It does that thing where it just looks like it has a little tail sticking out of my eye. I don't like that look at all. So what I'm gonna do, repeat the same first step that we've been doing for every single other step. Get it wet, flatten it out, make sure that brush is flat. And then what I'm gonna do is bring this triangle in. I'm gonna add a straight line above where this triangle is to connect it to the line here. And because of this paintbrush tip, it glides so nicely over the fold. The issue I have with liquid liners, like I like that e.l.f. brush that I was showing you earlier, the e.l.f. Precision Liner is nice because of the paintbrush, but because of that formula, it gets kind of crusty right here. This is where the water activated eyeliner thrives, because as long as your brush is wet, the product will glide, it will work with you. And then if you have a little like dip right here, sometimes you will get that. It's not a huge deal, you won't see it when your eyes are open, but I don't love that. So what I do is just wet my brush again. No additional product, I'm just wetting the brush, and I'm gonna go to where that dip is and just draw a line here to connect it. See? All right, we are nearing the end here. The last trick that I would like to show you for your eyeliner is how to fix things. I should have purposefully made a mistake so I could show you, but I am gonna show you how easy it is to use a Q-tip to fix your eyeliner. So let's say I wanted this line to look even more crisp. I would just take a Q-tip, wet it in your mouth or in water, whatever suits you, and you're just gonna drag it along the line and make it extra crisp. So you can see I have like a little bit of a line here, a little bit of a distinction right there, don't love that. And because I used eyeshadow as primer and not a super mattifying long wearing primer, I'm gonna be able to very easily remove that water activated product. Because remember, it's water activated, but it's also water deactivated. You can both add and take away this product with water. It is incredible. Here's a little Q-tip hack for you. Sometimes if I want the Q-tip to be even more precise, I will pull the fuzz off the other end of the Q-tip. Like this is the Q-tip with the fuzzy part, and then I just rip the fuzz off of it so that it's basically just tip, no Q, but then that can help you get really precise. See? Wow. Ooh, that's a crisp line. So you lost a little bit of your base? Big deal. Just put it back on with your finger. Perfect. Back to its original state and looking sharp. These wings could cut. These wings could kill. These wings could kill, but they won't kill because they're peaceful wings. Could kill if they want to. All right, now that I'm sufficiently satisfied with the sharpness of my wing, I'm gonna throw on some lashes, finish up my look, and we'll come back and regroup about what we've learned. All right, and we have some lashes on, so now you can see the complete finished winged eyeliner look. What do you think? These wings are big, they're bold, they're crisp, they're fun. You can adapt this tutorial any way you like, really. I mean, I took the wings pretty far out. I cleaned them up so they were super sharp. If you like a little bit less aggressive of a wing, I don't know if you would call this aggressive, but then just feel free to not angle it as far up. If you bring it a little further out and not as long, it could definitely look softer. I think that if there's one takeaway from this whole video, I would recommend that you try a water activated eyeliner because it really helps with your technique when the product works well with you. And I found that this formula over all other formulas, like I said, over cream, over liquid, over pencil, this formula is the most foolproof because it stays creamy and all you have to do is add water. And you get a ton of product for what you pay for too. Like I said, I'm gonna have a ton of brands listed down below. Definitely check out their websites. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I plan on doing more of these back to basics videos. Let me know what you wanna see next. Should I do one on eyeshadow? Should I do it on blush and bronzer? I don't know. Let me know what makeup steps you're trying to improve. That's what's so fun about doing makeup is that you can only get better. You can't get worse. It's not possible. I've never seen it happen. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.